Hello music learners and welcome to my video about the musical clefs. My name is Rossella and I am your Italian music teacher. In this video I will tell you everything you need to know about the musical clefs, note writing and reading and stem direction. After watching this video you will have no more doubts about it and it will be sorted out from grade 1 to grade 8 and beyond. Yes, you've heard it, to grade 8 and beyond. You won't need to take any notes because I've got it all sorted for you. There is an ebook that you can get completely for free. It includes practical explanations with examples, quick tasks, my famous cheat sheets and a questionnaire to revise your knowledge and see where you are in your learning. All of this completely for free. You only need to click on the link below. I publish so many things for the music students and I can't tell you how many things I do here. The best way to keep yourself updated is to sign up to my newsletter. The link is below. So let's get started. The clef is a symbol that we write at the beginning of each stave. There is no stave with no clef. This is because we have 7 clefs in music. You heard it, 7, not 1, 2 or 4. 7, and we have 7 notes. This means that the same symbol on the stave, depending on what clef we have on the stave, has a different name. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, or Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Si. 7 notes for 7 clefs. So, no clef, no name. Easy. There's a funny story about this. You can use that too if you want. When my students are playing a new piece and they play a wrong note, I say to them, you're reading that note in a different clef. I say that the note was wrong. You can use that too. So, 7 clefs, and they are treble, soprano, mezzosoprano, alto, tenor, baritone, and bass. The most common one is the treble clef. Then we have the bass clef that is mainly used for the piano and other instruments. And then we have 5 other clefs: soprano, mezzosoprano, alto, tenor, baritone. Learn it by heart, so you will need it. The treble clef is also called the G clef because it starts from the second line and it tells us where G is. I've got a memorime for you to remember. Draw it from the second line and the treble clef is fine. Easy. From the second line, draw a tummy, go up, change direction, straight down and a curl, and that is the treble clef. So the treble clef tells us where G is and we gather the name of the other notes. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, re, mi, fa, sol. These are the notes on the stave. The bass clef is also called F clef because the symbol is a backward C that starts from the 4th line, and in fact it has 2 dots around it. Another memorime for you. The bass clef has dots, the others do not. This is because I've seen so many clefs, not bass clef, written with dots that I should say this again. The bass clef has dots, the others do not. So the bass clef is on the 4th line and this is where F is. Which F? The one below middle C. This is important because the position of middle C on the stave changes depending on the clef. So middle C is the man with a hat, as I call it, in the treble clef, underneath the stave. In the bass clef is above the stave, still with a hat. In the other 5 clefs, it's somewhere else, and we'll see it in a minute. The remaining 5 clefs are, as I said, soprano, mezzosoprano, alto, tenor, and baritone. They all have the same symbol, a sort of B with 2 stems. And the position of this symbol on the stave changes with the clef. So you need to see where the 2 bubbles meet to see whether we have a soprano, mezzosoprano, alto, tenor or baritone clef. To make it absolutely clear, I need to tell you that the baritone clef can also be written as a bass clef, so the backward C, but positioned on another line on the stave, the 3rd. The names of the 5 C clefs, so they are called, are also the names of the voices in choir. For example, from the top we have the soprano, like singers, mezzosoprano, a little bit lower in the range, alto, tenor and baritone. And then we have the bass. So we have 6 voices and 6 clefs. And then we have the treble clef that is above everyone else. The reason is because the treble clef has a range that is higher than the soprano. In fact, another name of the treble clef, sometimes in some languages, is the violin clef, because the violin is the instrument that embraces the range of the clefs, but we will talk about this later because I need to tell you more about the CLEFS. For the grade 5 to grade 8 theory exam, you only need to know 2 of these 5 clefs, alto and tenor. The alto clef is written in the middle of the stave, the 2 bubbles meet on that 3rd line, and that is the place where middle C is. Remember, in the tenor clef, middle C is on the line above, the 4th line. So I've got another mem rhyme for you. If the pitch you want to know, middle C, are you above or below? Because the first thing that you need to do is to see where middle C is. For example, in treble clef, middle C is down here. In bass clef, it's up there. And in all the other clefs, it's wherever the 2 bubbles meet. So you can see the middle C changes position depending on the clef. The reason for this is the reason for having 7 clefs. Do you want to know it? This is one of the most common questions that I receive in my videos. Here it is for you. If you think of a piano keyboard, it has 88 keys. Almost each of them can be reproduced with other instruments or voices. Not really the voices, the top and the bottom, but almost. If you think of the notes that we can write on the stave in the treble clef, we can only see like a part of this whole keyboard. The middle register, this is what it's called, the middle section of the keyboard. But what about the notes that are far down or far up? How do we write them? With lots of ledger lines. But could you imagine to look at a score with, notes with 7 or 8 or 10 ledger lines? You can really say sight reading is a nightmare then. Thankfully, we have other clefs. And through the other clefs, we can change the range so that the notes that we need to write remain on the stave. So, to make reading clearer and quicker, we tend to remain on the stave. And to remain on the stave and move through the keyboard so that we can write high or low notes, we need to change the position of middle C. Now you know it. The alto clef is one of the clefs that you need to know for the grade 5 theory exam. Middle C is in the middle of the stave, as we said. To read quickly in the alto clef, you either count from that line, up or down, or you do treble plus 1. This note in the treble clef would be called B, but in the alto clef is C, middle C. So it's plus 1. So if you do treble plus 1, you are always right. Of course, the octave is different, but at least you know the name. In the tenor clef, middle C is there on the 4th line. So we gather that if we want to read in tenor clef, you either count from that line or you do treble minus 1. So you go down a step. If we have a D, like in this case, in the treble clef, in the tenor clef it will become a C. There you go. Did you know it? In the bass clef, we do treble plus 2 because that F in treble clef will be called D, but we need to do plus 2 equals F. Now you know it. Stem direction is another important topic because it brings in so much confusion, but not after this video. I've got one thing to say. No barbecue in music. What does that mean? It means no B's, no Q's. If a note looks like a Q or a B, it's wrong. It has to look like a P or a D, like this. Then, if the head is in the middle of the stave, meaning that it has 2 lines above and 2 lines below, it can have either a stem up or down. Otherwise, if the head is up, the body is down. If the head is down, the body is up, as if the note is doing a handstand. Now you know it. If you have quavers, or semiquavers, or demisemiquavers, or hemi-demisemiquavers, or demi-demisemiquavers, or hemi-demi-semi-demiquavers, or hemi-demi-semi-demi-hemiquaver, or semi-hemi-demi-semiquaver, you can beam the notes together, meaning that you connect the flags all together as if the notes are holding their hands. This is called beaming. There are rules for that, and we will talk about this in the video dedicated to time signatures. Don't miss it. If you like this video, of course, like it here, share it with your friends, and follow me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. I am everywhere. And remember that you can sign up to my newsletter. A final reminder that all of this that I said today in detail can be found in my free ebook that you can get via the link below. Thank you for watching and happy music. Bye! Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it, and remember that there is a free ebook for you along with so many other things. Sign up to my newsletter to know more about all the things that I do, all for free for now. If you are seriously committed to taking the Grade 5 Theory exam, I've got something for you, a fast track to the Grade 5 Theory exam that will allow you to take it in 35 days. You will be taken by hand, step by step, day per day, towards your Grade 5 Theory exam, and then you will feel so confident that you will take it easily and successfully. It includes videos, books, tests, online quizzes, and much more, and you will be taken by hand, step by step, day by day, towards your exam in a fun, easy and simple way. The course is for everyone of any age and any level, and will give you pieces of knowledge that can be used for Grade 5 and beyond. Trust me on this. If you want to know more about this, click here. I'll see you there. Bye!